Hello everyone, welcome to Formula 1 Fridays with Tico Zotta, and this is episode 5 part 2 of the Italian Grand Prix, So, as you know from the previous, from part 1, we did the qualifying session, which went very well. We were, again, the Goose, what do you want, Mark? The Goose has once again shown us that he is capable of excellent expectations by being 0.001 second of a second off the Italy's best average time, 1 minute 20.604 seconds, but we did it in 6:05. Just holy hell. And even in a car like this, I mean, look at the car. This is what we're driving. No chassis, 3 out of 24 aerodynamics, which is good. We have got some upgrades in. The chassis, we have upgrades coming in. It won't be till the American Grand Prix. Basically, it failed before Australia, so I've had to reorder it. But no. Also, do you like the new uniform for the Goose? I managed to update it in the end. And we have a rival, Hollywood Lance Stroll. So, that's out of the way. So, welcome. So, part 2 is basically the sprint. This is the first sprint that I'll be doing. So, let's get on with it, shall we?
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Goose lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, and Perez, Verstappen, Norris, Ocon, and Fernando Alonso, Ricciardo, Bottas, Pierre Gasly, and Magnussen, Joe, Mick Schumacher, Sebastian Vettel, and Alex Albon, Tsunoda, Stroll, Ticktum, and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Well, the setup that what we did was just insane. How the hell, once again, the Goose has just shown us that we can do excellent things with a shite car. Shit car, but we could do so much with it. Now, Russell was originally going to be in position 2. However, Hamilton got the best of him. And rightly so, after Russell's little stunt in Australia. Let's get on with the sprint, shall we? Hopefully, we might actually pull something off here, but let's find out first, shall we? But before we do the actual race, we have to do the formation lap because we need to get the tyres.
Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please.
As Mark said, got to warm up the tyres, warm up the brakes. Now, the good news, I have good news and bad news. Good news, the gearbox is fixed. We managed to get a new gearbox in. Basically, the one from Australian Grand Prix basically just gave in.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected.
Damn it, Mark! I'm trying to talk to the audience. But no, yeah, we got a new gearbox in, which is good. We've also, however, Mark wanted to stopped the qualifying session early for some reason, and it's not the gearbox. I don't know what it is, because he's not said. Hopefully he might say what's the problem in the actual sprint race, and just annoy us. But no, we have to find out the root of the problem so we can fix it, can't we? For in preparation for the next race. Racing session, which I think is United States. It's America after Italy, I think. I'll have to double check with the schedule on that one. But no, coming into the final corners now, and P1 again. I hope this does not end up like Australia. We got P11. We managed to survive Bahrain barely. We crashed in Saudi Arabia. We got robbed by Verstappen and Russell.
Give you the edge if you can get a good launch as the race starts. Okay, so that's the rest of the grid forming up now. Be patient and watch for those lights.
Got robbed in Australia by Russell and Verstappen. But no, this is Italy. We put that behind us, and here we go. The 5 red lights for the Italian sprint race, and we're off. We're off. The goose, flocking away those wings, and here we go. Oh, here comes Russell behind us, trying to get the pit corner again. Hamilton's trying to get the pit. Oh, look at him. Hamilton's trying to get through, but no, we just escort him around the outside. We go in, and we've basically he's flopped off. The goose is gone. He's gone. He's off. He's off. Look at him go through the corners, nicely done, neat there. And let's talk you through the positions of lap 1. So we got Goose in front, followed by Hamilton for Mercedes, followed by Leclerc for Ferrari.
Okay, we're monitoring
Hang on.
somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Oh, for fuck's sake! So that's what the problem was. We've got internal combustion engine problems. Oh, for God's sake. Come on. Right. We need to get... If we can get the sprint race done before we lose power, that'd be a miracle. So far, we've not received any problems with losing power at the moment. But no, back to the formation. So we got the Goose from the Flocking Geese in P1, followed by Hamilton from Mercedes in P2, followed by Leclerc from Ferrari in P3, followed by George Russell from... I remember Simon Train saying this. Good friend of mine, Simon Trains. We did a live stream together on Christmas Eve. Go and subscribe to him. He said, it sounds like a horse race when I'm doing the commentary, like followed by... No, P4, George Russell, Mercedes, followed by Sergio Perez in P5, who has since taken over Carlos Sainz, by the looks of it. So those are your top 5 at the moment, top 5 racers. And we're on lap 2. We are 2 seconds in front of Hamilton. What the hell? At the moment, we're not experiencing any power problems. But yeah, as I said, as I think I've said this in every episode, this car is, well, how to best describe it? Shit. But we have a long way to go before we can make the car worthy of being in the, you know, to maintain a good pace at the top 10 positions of being in a race. But it's not the car that's the problem, it's the driver. The driver is a complete lunatic. I mean, he keeps pushing the car aggressively. Yeah, I'm a bit of an aggressive driver.
DRS will be enabled with this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
So we've just done 2 laps and we're still in P1. We are now literally almost 3 seconds. In fact, we are now 3 seconds in front of Hamilton, and DRS is now enabled, sorry, on my English. I've got Asperger's and learning difficulties. Give me a chance, damn it. And I think we've set the fastest lap as well. Christ. We might actually pull something off here, which is... oh dear. But this is the sprint race. but it's not the Grand Prix, which is the main event, obviously. But still, a sprint race is a sprint race. We still get points. You get points for sprint race. It's a relatively new edition, if I remember, because I've not watched Formula One in real life for ages. I remember going to Silverstone when I was younger, but I've never I've not really kept in touch with Formula One since. But it's only recently I've gone back into it. Thanks, Rockstar 469. But no, update on pole positions. We have, well, obviously we're in front still, followed by Sir Lewis Hamilton in P2 for Mercedes, with Leclerc from Ferrari in P3, followed by George Russell from P4 from Mercedes.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 15.8 seconds.
Followed by Sergio Perez in P5, and we are almost 16 seconds in front of our teammate, which is Daniel Ticktum. That doesn't matter. Hang in there, Ticktum. Hang in there, son. Don't worry, Ticktum will get Ticktum up to speed. But oh my god, we've done 3 laps, 1 lap 4. No problems with the internal combustion engine at the moment. I did note, the Goose did notice that we did have some transmission problems. Again, new gearbox. But no problem with the engine. No, not losing power for now anyway. We've still got 1 lap to go though. That's the only problem. Anything can happen in the next lap. Anything can happen. But oh my life. When I was actually racing, my hands were shaking when I was doing it. I was like, fucking hell. How are we doing this?
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Oh my god. Oh, Charles Leclerc from Ferrari has set the new fastest lap. Good on him. Well done, Leclerc. See, we respect fellow teammates. It's all part of Formula One. Oh, hang on. No, the car's starting to give in now. The tyres, I think these are soft tyres. The red lines, yeah, the red line tyres are soft, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But no, they're starting to give in now. The car's starting to give in. Yeah, shit. And Hamilton is starting to close in now. Wow, I say close in. Still 2 seconds behind us, but the Goose during the practice sessions and qualifying, holy shit! Does he know this track very well? And he's got the grip of this track, no problem at all. How did we not get FIA'd for that? I don't know. But Jesus, we're coming into the last 2 corners. The Goose in this race. Literally, final corner, checkered flag coming up now, and we've done it! We've done it! Yes! Get in there! Get in there!
Great drive. We're really happy with that performance. Well done.
Get the flock in there! The Goose has flocked his wings in dominating fashion, and we are driver of the day.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Not the result our points leader wanted, but it certainly makes things interesting going forward. It's time to check out the Constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground at the top of the table. Meanwhile, good work from the owner-drivers team this weekend who pushed themselves further up the order. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action, and until then, goodbye.
Holy shit! Goose fucking lord, everybody! Ah, God. We've really done it this time, haven't we? What a comeback from 3 absolutely, actually 2, rubbish weekends. Saudi Arabia, rubbish, we crashed. We did not finish. Australia, we got screwed by Russell and Verstappen. And now, the Italian sprint race, we've got our first points for the flocking geese. 8 points, but it's better than nothing. But holy shit! So, we're in front place, obviously. Hamilton P2, followed by Leclerc in P3, followed by Russell in P4, followed by Perez P5, Carlos Sainz P6, Verstappen P7, Lando Norris P8, Esteban Ocon in P9, and Bottas in P10. So those are your top 10 racers for the Italian sprint race. And ticked them. Wow. We don't need to say any more, do we? We won a sprint race! Jesus Christ! That's a miracle. A miracle has happened with a rubbish car that Mark thought had power problems. No, I tell you what happened. The geese. The goose flocked hard and dominated the sprint race. But now we have to pay attention to the Grand Prix with 16 laps. How that's going to play out, I don't know. But if you want to find out, then make sure to like, comment, subscribe to this channel, Tico Zotter. Make sure to check out my other YouTube channel and my main channel, Tico Sprinter, for train-related content, as well as trams and London Underground, all that stuff. And until next time, thank you for watching, stay safe, and we will see you for part 3 and the finale of the Italian racing weekend. Bye for now.